Hello students of Standard 9th. Welcome to DAV Mall Public School. I am your English teacher Jagruti Meshram. Let's begin our today's online session of English. Dear students, let us today revise the poem No Men Are Foreign. Dear students, now let us read the poem No Men Are Foreign by James Kirkup. Let us read it stanza-wise and let's see what the poet wants to convey. Remember, no men are strange, no countries foreign. Beneath all uniforms, a single body breathes. Like ours, the land our brothers walk upon is earth like this, in which we all shall lie. In the first line, the poet says that no men are strange and no country is foreign. So, he is attempting to remove the borders from the earth which has been erected to separate different countries. Then only no country will be foreign. We will feel every country as our own land when there will be no borders. Everyone will be free to move around. The poet wants to say that the entire earth is one and all people who live on this earth belong to one human race. Then he says that inside the uniforms worn by soldiers of different countries, the human being is the same. God has made all of us in a similar way. All beneath, all breathe in the same way. Then he says that all the soldiers are our brothers. We all walk upon the same motherland and upon our death shall lie in the grave in the same earth. They too, aware of sun and air and water, are fed by peaceful harvest, by war's long winter star. Their hands are ours, and in their lines we read a labor not different from our own. They here refers to those people who belong to other countries. We call them foreigners and discriminate them and fight with them also. The poet says that the nature has given all the bounties to all people also, just like he has given to us. Everyone gets sunlight, air, and water in equal measure, which means that God does not differentiate between people from different countries. We all do farming during the time of peace when there is no war. We live a relaxed life and eat the things given to us by nature. Further, he adds that the way we starve during wars and winter time is the same for those belonging to other countries. Even they don't get food at that time. So, he wants to say that foreigners who belong to another country and we both are same. And then the poet says that even their hands are same as ours. They work very hard just like we do. He is giving all these examples to convey to the reader that there is no difference in us and the people belonging to another country. Remember, they have eyes like ours that wake or sleep and strength that can be won by love in every land is common life that all can recognize and understand. The poet asks the readers to remember something. He says that we should keep in mind that people of another country whom we think to be our enemies have been bestowed by God with similar appearances like us. God has given them eyes like ours, which open when awake and close when we are asleep. Similarly, He has given them strength which we can win through love. Then He says that in every country, in every land, there is one common thing, and that is life. Life means all the things that are living. And if we recognize them and if we can understand their feelings and realize that they are like us, then there will be no fights or wars between us. Now let us continue the poem. Let us remember, whenever we are told to hate our brothers, it is ourselves that we shall dispose, betray, condemn. Remember, we who take arms against each other. The poet says that we should remember that whenever someone tells us to hate a person from another country, to think him as our enemy, and whenever we think someone to be our enemy, then we deprive ourselves, we cheat ourselves, and we condemn ourselves. He says that we should stay away from such negativity. We should not consider anyone to be our enemy. During a war, both the parties have bear the loss. And that is why the poet says that war is not in our favor. He says that whenever we pick any weapon against someone, we should remember one thing. It is the human earth that we defile. Our hells of fire and dust outrage the innocence of air that is everywhere our own. Remember, no men are foreign, no countries strange. We should keep in mind that whenever we pick weapons against any person, we make the earth dirty because weapons kill people and their bodies which fall on the earth make it dirty. Whenever war happens, it leads to a lot of bloodshed, fire and death. These dead bodies accumulate on the earth and it makes it impure. The fire of war which erupts, the smoke which comes out, the dust which fills the air, it is so dirty that it pollutes and outrages the purity of the air. With all these things, the poet wants to give us a message that we should not indulge in war. Finally, he ends the poem by writing again the first line in reverse and saying that, remember, no men are foreign and no countries strange. Dear students, based on our today's revision of the poem, here are some questions are for you to solve. Have a nice day. Thank you.